Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 3 of this pre-recorded Europa Universalis IV, where I am playing Dharma. And we are getting extremely lucky, like super lucky. We attacked Cleves, lost. However, we attacked Cleves alongside Cologne. Cologne got occupied and lost their capital. I was fully occupied and about to lose the war when Munster offered their army as a condottieri, which we then accepted. We managed to fight back. Meanwhile, I was in like 2 or 3 other wars with my other allies, all of which who broke with me. But long story short, we got out the war. We got 5 loans, I think it is. We've already paid 3 of them back. And we are still very much in the game and have ended with a vassal in Liège. So we are now quite a bit stronger than we were when we started. We can still recruit some more troops and we're going to need to do so. But yeah, we are not out. We are definitely not out. And we are currently fabricating on Friesland with the intention of going after them. Before I get too much into the game though, as I said at the end of the last episode, I am trying to hit 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So if you could hit me up with a subscribe, if you haven't done so already, that would be hugely appreciated, because that would be one hell of a milestone to reach. And I suspect that this Dharma series is going to be pretty popular. So please, please, please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You'll be doing me a huge favour. So thank you. We finished admin tech. I don't have any things to integrate, so we may as well go ahead of time in that. That's also going to give us the 20% additional production ahead of time bonus, which would be lovely. Although, doesn't that get listed? We are ahead of time. We don't have any innovativeness, though that is going to be going up now because we're ahead of time in 2. Yeah, it does. 20% production efficiency and corruption reduction. Okay, I'm not going completely bonkers. We're fine. I can also repay another loan. And then once all of the loans are repaid, I think we'll be in a position to build up the army again. We are still working on keeping Liège loyal. They are actually loyal now. Yes! If I seize loan from you, how angry would you be? Pretty angry. So we won't do that. We'll just go ahead and annex them when we are able to do so in the future. They are probably slightly upset with us. Force vassalized me, minus 95. That's going to take 45 years to go away. Shouldn't be a huge issue though. We should by then be bigger. Although for every vassal that we get, the vassals in comparison to us will be that much stronger. So there is that to consider. Let's repay another. And we're really not far off being able to repay this one. We've still got 2 years to do it in. Another 6 years until we can go toward Cleves again. We do have enough fabricated against Friesland, so we can choose where we want. I'm going to say Friesland. It is a fortified province. They are allied with Scotland, but like I said, I'm not too concerned about their Scottish allies. Growing city request privileges. The burghers of an increasingly important trading city have approached the Duke today, asking to be granted privileges to be able to do what to be able to make the region thrive without the hindrance of many of our normal taxes. Shall we provide them with these means to grow? They assure us that the economy of the area would quickly improve, resulting in more wealth for the state. So we can accept this, which would give upper holders more base tax. It would go under the control of the burghers, though. I'm going to accept that because +2 base tax is awesome, and I need to get my base tax up in comparison to my minions. And that seems to be a pretty good way of doing it. We can always revoke it from them in a year or 2. Okay, so now we are debt-free. I just need to start recruiting some soldiers again. Our force limit is 10, so we can go up to 10. And we probably will do so. I would love to be drilling like these guys are, but we really can't pull it off. What other allies do I have? This just occurs to me that I should probably be seeking a further alliance. I'm going to assume that Burgundy is not breaking apart yet. No, they're not. Who else would like to be an ally? That's probably a good place to start. Scroll up. East Frisia, Trier, Lumberg, Baden, Magdeburg, and Ansbach. I mean, weren't we? Yeah, we were. Hang on. Wasn't I allied with you before? No, apparently not. Trier would actually not be a terrible choice. Oh, I can't for another 6 years. Okay, never mind. Right, yes, I was allied to Trier. They forced me to break the alliance as part of the peace deal. I remember now. Alright, let's go ahead and build that. We could start building temples everywhere in order to start earning that tax money, which is somewhat tempting. It's going to be a fair chunk of change in the long run. We have fulfilled another mission. High income. Income of at least 5.9. Interesting. Which is going to decrease our construction costs. So that's just kind of saying, yeah, Mordred, you really ought to do this. Nobles demand old rights. The nobility during this period still record the days when the king was just the first amongst nobles. The nobility wanted to return to these days and would frequently pressure the king to regain certain lost rights and privileges. So we can accept and we'd lose government reform progress, which I'd rather not do, though that would give us some loyalty. We can reject, we can say, the Duke shall make a new list of rights. We'll do that. We'll lose some admin. Although usually I'm against losing admin, but that just seemed better than the alternatives. Austria, how are you doing, buddy? If only you didn't have that too many diplomatic relations, eh? You would totally be wishing to ally us by 1 point right now. Never mind. How's my autonomy? It's probably relatively low. Although yours is now going to be 25%, so my autonomy has actually gone up. The minimum autonomy that you can have in a province with an estate is 25. We are going to go ahead and recruit another 2 infantry. Do we want to bother with cavalry? Yes, probably. They have 8,000 troops. We're going to have... Well, we currently have 9, which does outnumber them. With these, we're going to have 11,000. We just need to make sure that we have enough troops to dissuade Scotland from landing. That's the main thing. Our money is actually doing relatively well right now. Plus, of course, Liège is going to be paying us because our relations with them are high enough. I think we are going to get some cavalry. We'll get 2 cavalry. 2 cavalry is a good number. Foreign spy detection goes down. Oh well. So first, the cavalry is about to be built. Boyar. Then I think we'll save up for one more. 8,000. We'll have 13,000 against their 8. That should be enough. Friesland, do you have any combat bonuses? Dev cost and production efficiency. Those are really nice bonuses, but no, they don't. We do have negative prestige. That is one thing to consider. Venice wants my condottieri. Do they indeed? Who are you fighting? Ottomans. How much are you willing to pay me? I mean, if they're willing to actually pay me, and this is Venice... this is going to be a dangerous one. No, I don't think I will. If it was like one of my neighbours around here, then maybe we would. Truce with Trier expires in like 6 months. So I could get my alliance with Trier and then go and attack again. Separatists! Colonian Separatists! Good. We actually want them to fire because that would make Cleves that much weaker. Cologne is a good province. 15 dev. It's actually the same as Gelderland. And that's currently actually less than Upper Guelders. Interesting. But we have enough for another cavalry. We shall build you. We will build it. We have the technology. So Friesland is not currently drilling, which is interesting. But then again, neither are we. I think we are on the verge of being ready to fight. So I'm going to say, go ahead and attach to me. Subjects. Support. And that means that they will attach to me when this war breaks out. So we may actually wish to move down here to Upper Guelders with our armies to allow them to attach, although Brabant has now broken their access. No, they haven't. Right, I can't move because we don't have the morale to move. Friesland, that's going to be bringing in another 24 development. We could have some serious problems with Liberty Desire. Because we, compared to them, are going to be tiny. What Miltech are you? You're still level 4. Actually, 4 is what everyone is. Except for you, you're 3. That's not good. We might well want to wait until 5. And Trier. What ho! So how about that their alliance? Oh. Never mind, we're still truced. National manpower modifier or taxes? Probably taxes. I really want to go after you before you get more allies than Scotland. You're just so tempting to go after right now. Okay, I can get to Upper Culders. I think we're going to hang out here. We're going to improve our morale. We're still making money, which is a good sign. Sale of titles. My lord, one of your advisors has suggested selling off titles of nobility to anyone who can afford to pay. It could bring in lots of money and open a way of social advancement to the rich if we do. But if we devalue the idea of nobility, perhaps upsetting the aristocratic families. Should we do this? So I can gain stability or I can gain money. That's not a huge amount of money. I'm actually going to take that stability. Long term, I think that would be better. Also, it's just occurred to me that we did indeed hire another general. He is better, marginally. Slightly faster, slightly more fire. Kind of irrelevant at this point. I was hoping that we'd get better shock, but alas we didn't. Okay, you are Miltech 4. That is where I want it to be. And we are losing innovativeness because we are still behind in... No, we're not. So because one person is 1 tech ahead of me, I'm losing? Really? I thought I actually had to be behind the times. Well, I guess I'm not ahead of time. Therefore, I must be behind. Alright. So if I stand here, am I taking attrition? Nope. And then I am going to have a word with you, Munster, and I'm just going to go, yo, access. Thank you. So are there any others I can ally with before I kick off this shenanigans? Yeah, there are loads of people who want an alliance. Crikey. Brunswick would be a great choice. We talked about them before. Cologne would again. But I think actually Brunswick could be the better choice. Poland would. Possibly England. I mean, these aren't far off. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I can see why Poland would. They're not exactly looking too healthy right now. I think we're going to go with Brunswick. Brunswick looks like a good choice. They're also friendly towards us. We'll hit them up with that. Should probably also get some royal marriages going. Speaking of which, who has disputed succession? Brunswick, in fact, does. And they do have less prestige than I do, which is hilarious. So on the 28th of October, I will send them a royal marriage. Click. And we have a 245. Oh, we didn't even have a consort. Well, that was a bit dangerous. Our heir is kind of rubbish. Might need to get rid of him. How old's the consort? 27. Young enough to have kids. Right, so I'm going to say that we are ready to go. Do we have any morale people? Manpower. That's not morale. So Liège would definitely join. Munster is like, if you give me stuff, I'll join. No, I'm not going to call you in now. And Brunswick are just outright no. And I'd rather take these two provinces. Come on, attach. Hello? Liège? Shoot. Run away. Didn't lose any ships. Slow down. Right, we need to go before Scotland arrives. God, Liège, you're not going to follow me? Hi. We're in a war. Attached to me. Your liberty to tire is low enough that you're not going to try and kill me. You're marching into Gelre right now. This is going to be throwing the dice. 6-2. We have the fire advantage. We have the movement advantage. We are going to catch you. Alright, here goes. They have -2. We have +2 in the fire phase. We have a lot more morale. We have 3.6 to their 3.2. Tactics are the same, and we have exactly the same troops. Why is my morale better? I don't have a base morale bonus, do I? Oh, no, it's because I used the idea. Right, yeah, the mission. And here comes Liège. About bleeding time, mate. There we go, victory is ours. Right, let's go grab that. Reinforced speed increases. But we should be able to stack wipe these guys. They might get 1 morale tick. That's all they're going to get. Maybe not even that. Just. That's fine. We'll crush them. Stack wipe! So then I'm going to say this needs to be taken by Liège. And I'm going to say you are released from your work. And you can go and siege that. Okay, good. Austria is now considered a great power, eh? Well then. Still can't believe just how to the wire that war last 2 episodes ago was. Man, that was close. Okay, so if I spoke to Friesland and said to become a vassal, and for all of your money, we would need 63, that would give me aggressive expansion, but no one seems to care. What if I took land? Friesland is not in the Empire? They are in the Empire. Why would the Emperor not care if I took territory from you? Or is it because I have a claim? Oh no, they would care. Then no, we would have to vassalize. Okay. And yeah, it looks like Cleves just cannot go after these rebels. At all. Which is really good for us. Really, really good for us. Okay, so how much are these temples going to cost? 90. Ugh. Of course, I don't have economic ideas. I'm so used to seeing building costs with economic ideas. Although I think... have they changed the ideas at all? That's a good question. Economic. Same. 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 No, economic has not changed. I don't remember them saying anything about the ideas having changed. I think that was mostly about the policies. So we should be okay. In fact, we may as well go back up to speed 4. And let's start racing through things. Aachen has announced Cleves as a new rival. That's fine by me. Because it's not me. And we can enact a government reform. Huzzah! So it is at this juncture where I must decide whether I wish to have the national manpower modifier or the tax modifier. I'm going to go with the tax modifier. We're going to curtail their rights. And now the reform cost has gone up to 150. And it's going to take us until 1472 at current levels to get the next level. Okay. And we can improve your... Whoa, here's Scotland. Oh dear, here's Scotland. Did you just land? Yeah, you just landed with no leader either. Move, 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 move. Move, move, move. Thank you. We should be okay here, and this might even be a stack wipe. No, they're retreating here, where we will kill them again. That's a stack wipe. By Scotland. Scotland's still quite happy to stay in the fight, but this is going to be dangerous, because England's probably going to be looking at them hungrily, especially as England has peaced out against France. Liège is fully done, so we're going to recall you. Unfortunately, I can't start improving relations with you yet. You're not my vassal. Not yet. You will be, but you're not yet. Demand of lack for draperies. Upper Guilders has long lived off the locally produced draperies, but lately they've been forced to sell their products at reduced rates. If this is due to the temporary whims or fashion or more permanent changes, hard to say, but it is clear local trade is suffering. That is very unfortunate. Goods produced down by 0.25 for 10 years. Eugh. A shared interest, Duke Arnold I is known for possessing a mind for organisation, making sure that people as well as the administration of Gelre adhere to the law, while also updating and adjusting the system to fit the times we live in, is of great interest to the Duke. Imagine his joy upon realising his wife shares many of the same ideas. A conversation with my dear Gerhild is as stimulating as any council meeting, he exclaims to the consort one afternoon. She responds with a smile, also much enjoying bonding with her husband over these matters. So he can either gain +1 admin or 80% chance of 100 admin. We got 100 admin. Cool. I mean, for the +1 admin, he would have had to survive for another, what, 10, 12 years. He's getting a little old. Not ancient, but he's getting older. Certainly not getting any younger. What's your admiral? 120. Oh, and you're just going to sit here blockading me. I was hoping to catch them before these guys came out, but no luck, and here comes Scotland. Yeah, we need to keep on killing their armies as and when they arrive, if possible. 8th of March, that's quite a long time. And we are going to say to Liège, yes, go ahead and siege that down. I will go and deal with these terrible encroaching peoples of encroachingness. I'm going to get another Latin Knights, I think. And another infantry. Hopefully we get there in time. Did they stop? They stopped. That's disappointing. Oh no. Oh, that's Holland. Right, they won't go... I was thinking I was playing as Holland there. I'm not. I'm Gelderland. Come on, Mordred. Remember who you're playing as. Crikey. Sweden's allied. Ooh, Sweden's allied. That means that they have broken away from Denmark. Alliance, but not PU. Liège is now sieging. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send one unit of broken troops to this to make sure that that siege continues. But otherwise my army is going to sit here and going to watch for Scotland trying to charge in and attack me. Like naughty people. It's going to be a long time to piece Scotland out. What we could really do with is like England declaring war on them. Cavalry is nearly done. There he is. Let's move you up. There will be blood. Akanulu is preparing to attack Dulkadir. No, Dulkadir is preparing to attack Akanulu. I can read, honest. Let's merge you guys together. Our army is doing quite nicely. How does Liège feel about me right now? Oh, we just lost our free general. That's irritating. Yeah, Liège is totally chill. Can we get another one? Not for a long time. Not for, 4 years. I mean, it's not awful. We'll just put our Duke in charge again. We're about to finish this siege. That would be nice. Merge these two together. I'm going to try something a little bit daring. I'm going to grab an admiral. Ooh, he's a good one. And hopefully Scotland's not too close. So as soon as this falls, we're going to go to sea, and we're going to catch these guys before they reinforce. That's the plan anyway. Here are the Scots. No, that's not going to work. Run away! No losses. We're fine. Well, Friesland is at 0. We're going to wait until they're on low, and then they'll probably piece us out. Hopefully. Although we've only got 41%, maybe we're just not going to be able to take the money? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Or Scotland's just going to have to keep on throwing men at us. Yep, Scotland's just going to have to keep throwing men at us. Otherwise, we're just going to need to wait for 51 years. my war exhaustion going up because of the blockade? Probably. Yep, it is. Poland tells us of the Peasants War. The peasantry has for a long time demanded economic, religious and political amendments. Their dissatisfaction has grown to such an extent that violent revolts are becoming a common day practice. That is very unfortunate for you, Poland. I'm sorry to hear that. Until we can get the next tax. Not far off. Unfortunately, we've got a bunch of neighbours who have them already. The Renaissance! Since the 14th century, the wealthy and powerful in these Italian city-states have been patronising artists and scholars willing to explore the old Roman and Greek societies of their forefathers. As a cultural movement, the Renaissance already encompasses most of the region and has had a profound impact on literature, art, philosophy, and music. This changes everything. Oh, wait. Brunswick have plus 15 prestige, not minus 15. I was reading the red as being minus, but no, it's not. That's too bad, because that guy is old. I think if there's any easy ways of getting prestige. Well, the Burkes have a lot of influence. 50% because of controlled provinces. Crikey. They would, however, give me Diplo support. You know, we may as well. It'll annoy them a little bit, but it's fine. Immoral prices. Grain prices are notoriously unstable. Anything from the weather where it is grown to incidents hurting its distribution can suddenly cause the price to rise significantly. As a result of one of these sudden changes, there is currently an acute shortage of grain in many of our larger cities. Desperate to feed themselves, the common people are directing their anger at the merchants who they feel are making good use of the situation to overcharge for their wares. So the merchants can lose loyalty and influence. Shouldn't meddle, which will give them more influence. Again, influence is only a problem at 100%. Or we could pay them some money. I'm going to say we're not going to meddle. We're going to move our army to Upper Guilders. We're going to fight. We'll fight them. And that'll allow them to recover some of the loyalty. Therefore making me more money in the long term. We will not meddle. Our army is the same size. We have the morale advantage over them. Because they are peasants. And they don't have a general. Isn't that a shame for them? We have quite a lot of manpower, so I'm not too concerned about losing it at this point. And there we go, victory is ours. Huzzah! Scotland, 44. Friesland, still not willing. What if I say no money? Nope. They really don't want to give up their freedom. Which is unfortunate. Oh, here comes Scotland. Where are you going? Groningen. Okie dokie. We're going to go to Meppen. They can't see me in Meppen. And I can see them, so as soon as they are locked in, we're going to move into Groningen. They are locked in. We're going to go to Groningen. And I'm going to say to the minions, join me. Join with me. Oh, they landed. Yeah, I'm going to catch you and I'm going to kill you. Groningen is farmland. Sorry, Scotland, but not sorry. Also, we dominate them in terms of morale. Liège traditions plus 10%. Ah, of course, Liège are awesome. And they have a morale bonus guy. And they have army tradition prestige. And a thriving arms industry. Crikey, Liège, you guys are ridiculous. And they have a +2 shock person. Come on, Scotland, give up. Our military is stronger than yours now. 29. What's mine? 40. Yeah, we're able to do this for a while. So at this point, Scottish manpower is looking like what? In fact, we can just do this by total and then war enemies. Here we go. They still have 15,000 manpower. Friesland have 12,000. They still have a standing army of 4. I have 7. That's all transports. Their entire combat fleet, as it is there. Also, Gelre is not actually blockaded. They don't have the ship power here. So they're blockading that port rather than my capital. Which is meaning that I am 0% blockaded, which also means that my war exhaustion's not going up, unlike Friesland's. Yeah, this is getting a lot closer to acceptance. We are still reinforcing, so that is why that is costing me money. I am okay with this. I wish it was possible to see how long until they enforce their demands. And we are still one more year, almost exactly a year, until I can go after Cleves again. And this time, I'm going to bring a bunch of friends. Rather than just one friend. Oh, of course, we own the war goal. That's why that's going up. No, but we are definitely getting closer. What are you offering me? We'll cede Friesland, which the Emperor will then demand. No! No, I am not going to accept that. Thank you very much, though. I appreciate your offer. So I think we're going to try and tech up to level 5 as soon as we can, and then we're actually going to spend development building up our provinces. Though I'd like to get there before I really invest in development. But the reason I was thinking development is because we need to increase our base development versus that of our vassals. And Friesland especially is pretty... Actually, you're 27. You're 24. You guys are going to have quite a lot of development more than me. I'm at 31. It's going to be a pain to keep you guys loyal. Also, this is going to bring me to my... or over my cap. Because I need to keep my military access with Brabant. Otherwise these guys can't get through. Let's go back to Meppen and just sit there. Scotland are at 35. 101. And how much more can this change? Oh, we can get another 17 points. Yeah, we just need to sit here for a while. Manpower's getting a bit low, but once we've taken this, I'll be pretty happy to just sit back and consolidate for a time. But on that note, we will need to end this episode, so thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this. If you are, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. No, that's my Twitch spiel. If you've enjoyed this, because it's YouTube and pre-recorded, which I'm totally not used to doing anymore, hit that like button if you've liked this. If you're watching this on Twitch, hit that follow button. And in either case, check out my Patreon, which you can find linked in the description below. Also, if you want to support me on Twitch, then do consider subscribing. If you want to hang out with the rest of the community, you can find them on Discord, which is linked below as well. It'd be cool to see some of you there. And if you haven't done so already on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because, 10,000. I'm going for the 10,000. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.